7-year gap in this. In here. Let's keep reading. Now, is the pre-tribulation rapture, is that the last day? Because it can't be the last day, because you say that it's 7 years after that. But Christ said that he will raise them up on the last day. Look at this. John chapter 6, verse 39. This is the will of the Father who sent me, that all he has given me, I should lose nothing and raise it up on the last day. So if I was raised to be with Christ at the rapture, at the pre-tribulation rapture, and the dead was raised in Christ, was raised as well, because they was already present with Christ, to be absent from the body, present with the Lord, but at this pre-tribulation rapture, they get their glorified body. Shouldn't that be the last day? Then why is those who hold to a pre-tribulation rapture, that can't be the last day? Because you say we still got 7 years left. You can't have 7 years left if he came back and raised the dead on the last day. If he raised the dead on the last day, if I have been ascended to Christ already, and the dead has been ascended to Christ, and this is the last day, then what comes after that? What Paul said, the end. It's not then another 7 years. And he repeats this over and over. John 6:40. And this is the will of him who sent me, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him may have everlasting life, and I will raise them up on the last day. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up on the last day. Martha said, John 11:24, Martha said to him, I know that he will rise again in the resurrection, which we just saw. When are we going to do it, Martha? The last day.
I believe Martha.
The last day. The last day can't have 7 years come after the last day. Or 3.5. That's the last day. Oh, here's another one. Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man comes in his glory and all his holy angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne, and all nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate one from another, as a shepherd divides his sheep from the goats. And he will set the sheep on his right, but the goats on his left. I thought that I was already taken. What is this now separation that's going on? So which one is the last day? Because I'm confused if I hold to a pre-tribulation rapture. They added a gap to add this huge distinction between the church and Israel, ethnic Israel. The fact of the matter is,